Hey guys, Mac with Panther Airsoft. We decided to change the name. We are now the Panther Airsoft News Network. So that's the PANN network. That's for future reference. But guys, today on a more serious note, we did have a response from the Liberal government on our paper petition that we submitted to stop C-21, the act that is going to basically ban airsoft outright. Today we're going around on a more serious note, asking the community how they feel about the government's response, and I think we're going to see a pretty general consensus of unhappiness and mixed feelings. It is a fight ongoing, and we will continue it. All right, so recently our paper petition that got put forward in the House of Commons there has been responded to. Dayton, you are aware of the response there. How does that make you feel?
I'm pretty confused by the response, to be honest. There's a lot of points that we brought up that needed to be addressed, and their response to our concerns was doubling down on things that we already knew. Yeah. We're already aware of what they want to change. We're trying to make them understand that we have problems with how they want to do it. There are things that they don't understand about airsoft because they haven't done it. And unfortunately, until we get them to understand those things, we're not going to make any headway. We're already aware of their argument, and that's all they're doing is responding to us back with their argument. We're not making any progress. They're not making any effort to actually understand the sport. And it's honestly disappointing. Yeah,
it's really sad because honestly, you're able to kind of poke holes in their arguments a lot of the times, and which we have been doing and will continue to do. And unfortunately, they've just kind of doubled down with what they were initially saying, correct?
It's not even poking holes in it trying to dismiss their arguments. I'm not against there being regulations for airsoft in Canada. I think removing a gray area that we exist in now is perfect. But the issue is, all they're doing is creating a bigger gray area. How do you define something that isn't defined in law? Like, it doesn't make sense. You want to protect people from something, define it. Don't make it a bigger gray area. And all we want to do is define airsoft, and they won't even work with us on that.
I think that's honestly the biggest stepping point right there is, trying to get airsoft defined. All right.
I've said to people multiple times, airsoft is like race cars. Can you hurt people with race cars? Yes. Do people break the law with race cars? Yes, I'm sure. Do we give an opportunity for people who like race cars to go to the track and race their cars safely? Yes. Can airsoft guns hurt people? No. Can airsoft guns be mistaken for real guns? Yes. Should we give people a place for them to safely use airsoft guns? It's already made. It's already here.
Exactly, right? I mean, we just need to,
I don't know where that disconnect is coming from. There's nothing about airsoft that makes it so that an adult cannot responsibly play it at a place like Panther Airsoft.
Hey guys, back here again. Derek from Trainwreck Airsoft here. He was part of the group that helped formulate the paper petition that we pushed through the House of Commons there, and we've now gotten a response. We just wanted to come by and ask him what his opinion is on that.
I think it was a pretty lousy response. I feel like the people responding have no idea what they're talking about, acting as if the other countries we mentioned aren't allowed replica firearms, which is not true because the country that they named, Japan, is known for making...
the creator of
airsoft, but not only that, Tokyo Marui only makes replicas. They don't make ones that look fake. They make some based off of video games, but... So they've lied to us blatantly, and they don't care. And I don't know even if they know they're lying. I think they just don't know what they're talking about, and it's really disappointing. Really disappointing.
Now, is there anything that you're hoping for coming out of this? And then obviously we are going to continue the fight. So,
well, I think our best bet now would probably be to try and push something towards like what the states do with like regulation and maybe orange tips, or even do something like Spain had an issue where they had to fight against a ban as well, and they ended up having to wrap a piece of fluorescent tape around the pistol grip, which doesn't affect the game because your hand covers it, but it makes it obvious when
for distinction
exactly
and purposes and stuff like
so
that.
I think that's probably our best bet at this point, because I don't feel like the Liberals are going to budge on that. It seems like the NDPs are not with them either on this, but unfortunately they don't want an election right now, so I think they're going to kind of do what they can to avoid that. So it's unfortunate, but I think we still have a good chance. I think we still got some fighting to do, but I think it'll be positive in the end.
Perfect. And obviously, guys, we're going to keep up the good fight here and appreciate the info. And thanks, Derek.
Yeah, man.
Chris here from Trainwreck Airsoft, guys. He was another one of our members that were part of the group helping to formulate the paper petition that we pushed through the House of Commons, and he is aware of the government response. So, Chris, how did the government's response make you feel?
The government's response made me feel very concerned. There's a lot of very misleading information out there, and it is very sad to see that was their initial response. The biggest thing for me was how can we make this more known and actually get the right information out there so that way we can properly handle this and hopefully find a better resolution instead of, unfortunately, getting the sport banned for, as far as we know, forever.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate the response, man. So the government response to our paper petition there has obviously ruffled some feathers there. So, Rod, how has the government's response to our paper petition made you feel?
Well, I'm actually happy about it. The government has no new information. They aren't coming at us with new tools and new weapons. They aren't, pun intended, they aren't hitting us with anything new. This tells me they don't really have any real information to go by. There's no statistics that they're pushing down our throats. There's nothing new. The idea that the guns are scary, they're doubling down on what we consider to be nothing.
A 30-year-old argument.
It's the same thing. It's gone around since his dad. Yeah. It's going to come around again. So we just have to stay the course and keep our allies close and be as honest as we can with each other, man. Don't run from this. Take it face on.
Exactly. The community is going to keep fighting this, guys, all together, and this is the community. All right, so just getting a couple more players' responses here to the petition from the response from the government to our paper petition here. So, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it's not good. But it's like, how often could this possibly happen? You know, I mean, someone using a fake gun, that's a good way of getting shot. And then, like, it's to ban it just because people are worried about such an off chance. It doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't have much of a leg to stand on. Yeah, I know. And how does that make you feel?
I would have to say about the same. It is a very blanket response from the government. And as Cody said, you know, the chances of someone actually using these in a crime is very slim, and yet we still have laws already in place against that. You know, it's kind of one of those things where what's the words to say there?
It's how much more black and white can you get, right? Like, yeah.
How much more black and white can you get? People should be smarter.
You know, like, we're going to ban cars because people get in accidents once in a while. You know what I mean? Which is way more common than any airsoft gun would be, right? So
it's definitely a weak argument, and that's definitely seeming like the consensus we're getting from the community, and we really appreciate you guys answering us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And here, just again, with some more community members asking how their opinion is on the government response from our paper petition in the House of Commons there. So how does the response from the government make you feel?
It's pretty stupid. I don't think it's reasonable in any sense. I think it's just a lot of lack of education and, these things look scary and I don't understand them. Just get rid of it.
It's a pretty weak leg to stand on, yeah.
Very, like, umbrella, very easy to cover up. It's like a Band-Aid solution. Yeah.
And how does it make you feel?
I mean, same thing as him. I think it's stupid that people in Ottawa are just saying, you know, get rid of it, and that's not really going to solve the problem that we have. The real guns are still going to be available, and, you know, that's going to be the first problem that they should be looking into, not airsoft, right? And it's just, I don't know. I think it's being done by people that have no clue what it is, and it's a bill that just was made to show that they are doing something.
Yeah, exactly. Without any consultation, right? And that's honestly where we are all sitting right now.
Out of nowhere, and it's just being pushed along, right? It's not.
So obviously, guys, a lot of ill feelings towards it. We'll go get some more people. All right, so how's the government response from our paper petition made you feel?
I'm not super happy about it. The NDP has been supportive, and the Conservatives obviously have been, but the Liberal government has just been kind of spewing a lot of misinformation, and they haven't done their research on it. It's just upsetting.
Upsetting.
Right?
Yeah. No,
Try
that's
to
a
take
good.
our sport away. There's hundreds of stores and distributors across Canada, and it costs like millions to like economic impact, right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to affect a lot of people's livelihoods, especially all of ours and stuff like that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
How about you? How does it make you feel?
I feel pretty much the same way as him. Like, they're being led by uneducated people. Like, I've never seen one person from the government come to an airsoft field and actually see what we do and how safe it is and the safety precautions that we take. So it's pretty much, I feel like it's like the blind leading the blind when it comes to it, right? I don't know where they're getting their information and where these guns can be converted to real. That's ridiculous. So.
It's completely untrue. That is untrue. You cannot convert an airsoft gun to a real firearm. Just in case anyone is ever thinking that, it cannot happen. And yeah, so, and how does it make you feel?
Beyond the law point of it, like, we built quite the male camaraderie. Like, we hang out every second weekend. I got 4 kids, so that this every second weekend is like important to my sanity. Like, it really helps. And for them to think in any way that this is dangerous is like beyond me. Like, it's just the same as paintball. It just, you know, the guns are a little bit scarier looking, but I mean, through education we can teach people to respect the guns, and we do respect the guns, and we all wear protective gear, and realistically it's safer than paintball. I've yet to see a serious injury come out of airsoft, like, at all, and I've been playing it for 12 years, so yeah, that's all I got to say.
So basically, guys, yeah, the consensus is the same along the whole community. It's a pretty lazy response. And so how does the government's response to the paper petition make you feel?
I wrote one word to say this really make me upset, because airsoft is not a real gun, it's a toy gun.
Correct.
And no one just like with the functioning brain don't bring the airsoft gun to the public field, like I carry my gun to the mail or something. No. I definitely gonna not do that.
Exactly. It's definitely not the right idea. Those are not the right people that are playing here, you know, exactly.
Yeah,
so
maybe someone just want to ruin the airsoft, so they bring the airsoft gun to the public place. Like last time, I heard some idiot bring the airsoft gun to the high school, and then, make the public all the stress about.
It's unfortunate, I know, right? But that is not what a majority of us are doing and everything like that.
100% brain, man.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Thank you. And okay, guys, so how does the response from the government to our paper petition make you guys feel?
I thought it was a little rash and kind of, they didn't really think through it. I think airsoft is a great team community sport, and I know when I just got into it, everyone was welcoming, and I think it's just a great place to learn like team bonding, even social skills. Like for me, I'm a really shy person. First time at Ambush and
we don't talk about that.
First time at Panther, everyone was so welcoming. I didn't even know what I was doing. First time the guy's like, hey, let me give you a hand. I'm just trying to say, like, it's a great place to meet new people, and to kind of take that away from citizens in such an open and welcoming sport, it's a little tragic for me. Yeah.
And how does the response make you feel?
I completely agree with Brandon. Like what he said, some of my best friends I've met through airsoft, and like, you know, seeing them every weekend and just hearing that might disappear really sucks to hear.
And how does the response make you feel?
I mean, like, that's how we met, right? Like, we talk to each other every day, and we met through airsoft. And it just sucks. I feel like the response to the petition, they kind of just ignored everything we've said, everything we fought for. And they kind of just said the same thing that they've been saying from the start, just regurgitating the same information. And it feels like we've been ignored, you know?
Yeah. So, obviously, guys, we're going to keep up the good fight, and thank you guys for your opinions. So, how does the government's response to the paper petition make you feel?
I think it's a little unfair. They think these guns are used in crimes. I think it's a very different people who's playing airsoft than the people who's committing that crimes. I think it can be better control, as the sellers asking for non-record, I don't know, IDs.
There's lots of options.
Have control, right, on the selling first mainly. Because everyone who plays here is like very responsible at it, and this is like my way to relieve stress. It's like therapy even for me. I'm very hard to communicate with people, and this helped me to make friends easier. Like I don't know, you are like always unknown you just have a mask, and it doesn't matter who you are, like who is behind you. Like, you have a team, and you learn how to work in team. And I've been learning all that here, right? And I think it's good for kids know how to work in team, how to be a leader also, and above everything that, like, gun safe, right? That we always teach around here. And I don't know, I feel disappointed with the answer, because it's the same in the beginning. We don't have like process, and I think it's stuck, and we could change that, right, into a positive answer.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Here with Elliot Hart, the man himself who presented our paper petition from Panther Airsoft to Mark Dalton.
So this petition presented to you by Panther Airsoft, or Panther Paintball and Airsoft Sports Park, primarily as a means to block Bill C-21 in its current form.
Who has now presented that into the Members of Parliament House of Commons.
Mr. Speaker, today I'm presenting a petition on behalf of the paintball and airsoft industries in Canada, and in particular, Panther Paintball and Airsoft Sports Park in Surrey, BC.
And we have now a response. Elliot, how does the response made you feel?
Okay, so it did give me clarification on why the Liberal government is trying to decriminalise crack, because they all appear to be on it with that response. That response is irrelevant to the conversation. Hey guys, so we're trying to stop criminals by banning innocent people. If we ban the innocent, then the criminals will cease to exist. Thanks guys, that means absolutely nothing. So
basically they just doubled down on their initial statement in the beginning.
Well, the initial statement is also on crack, so it's like if they've doubled down on the crack, like maybe they might want to go and check that.
All right, guys, you heard that. You heard it here first. And okay, guys, some more younger players here from the community, and we're going to ask them how they feel about the government response to our paper petition. So, guys, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel upset and a bit angry, because it's literally just toy guns. So, yeah, it's kind of dumb, honestly.
It said they want to ban toy guns that look like real guns. That's like banning RC cars because they look like real cars that are using car crashes. So
yeah,
that's a pretty good argument. Yeah, awesome. So how does the government's response to our paper petition make you feel?
Okay, well, when I first heard about the bill, they put forward the bill, I was asking my son Dave, who's been with this game for the past 3 years, the reason why he's in the game is because, teenagers, they need to kill time. Then he said, why don't I try airsoft? I said, being the first time, what am I getting myself into? But so even when I first sent him here, I was, obviously I didn't know what to expect. But after a day of game and I looked at how the airsoft was being operated, it is just like any other sports games. It's like going for a hockey game, or going for badminton. And and I see, and the people, especially, there were three good mentors. They were always beside him. I said, please look after my son because I don't know what he's getting himself into. But you know what? It was all fun and games. Everything was like, I know they hold guns, but they're like dummy toys. And it's like, it's just like playing dress up. And and then they're shooting little fellas. It's not even a big splatter like a paintball, but nothing wrong. But it's just little size thing. So I say, hey, it's fun. People go out. The kids have fun, enjoy the day. Kill a few hours. We're talking a few hours. It's just 2 hours, but you can kill the whole day there. Fresh air. What more can you ask? So if the government were to use this like a broad stroke for the gun control. I mean, hey, you're way off tangent here. Mm-hmm. Nothing similar, and you're taking away something that kids love, adults love. They had a whole week of grind at work, and this is how they let go their steam. It's just like any other games. You go play racquetball or tennis. So what's with this that you're comparing it same as the criminals that's holding real guns? I mean, they should be the ones that should be more, you should focus more on them rather than these people who's having a good time, a recreational sport. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I hope that doesn't get passed because they're taking away one recreational thing from these people, and it's a good thing. Nothing wrong with that. It's like a sport, bottom line.
And you recently had a chance to play as well, right? How much fun did you have?
You know what? First time going in, of course, theoretically I hear a lot of things, but being there the first time is like, actually, I was looking forward to it. I was wondering what's behind those closed doors. And apart from me getting fogged out, it's like, Dave, I can't see, I can't shoot, But you know what? I just did a little Elton John wipers and I continued on. And it's so good. All I do next time is, next time when I go in, I'll change my goggles. Instead of goggles, I'll do the other type of goggles so I won't get fogged up, So it was fun. It was just like an outing, like you're going into the woods hiking, but just like hiding and trying to, catch your friend, try to play tag with them or something like that, like it's just fun.
Just playing tag from afar.
Yeah, it's like nothing of the sort. I'm gonna, I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna kill you, or whatever. Nothing of that sort. It's like fun thing. It was fun, and weather was good, and so that made it even better.
So you had a great time, and I heard next time, so that means we'll get you back. Okay. Great response. All right, guys, so we've just basically touched base with members of the community, asking them how they feel about the government's response to our paper petition presented by MP Mark Dalton. Thank you again, Mr. Dalton. Yeah, we got a pretty broad consensus, guys. A lot of upset player base and community here. It wasn't a very strong response from the government. My own personal opinion, felt very lazy. It's an ongoing fight, guys, so keep contacting your MPs, everything like that. We will continue this fight. We don't want airsoft banned. I don't want airsoft banned, and I know you don't want airsoft banned, guys. So make sure you guys comment below. Tell us your guys' opinions. If you have any suggestions for us, please let us know. We're all in this together, guys. If you haven't yet, join our Discord, guys. That is a great way of contacting us and staying up to date on the current events. Again, this is Mac from the Panther Airsoft News Network. Thank you guys for coming out, and see you next time.